Hi, Mochismo Eugene. Welcome to another video from Exit Strategy. Please like, subscribe, share, give a thumbs up to the video if you found it helpful, and pass it on if you believe it will be helpful to someone else. I would appreciate that. I just want to give a shout out and a thank you to Kareem Muhammad. I just noticed he's a new subscriber. I don't often do this to new subscriber because of one reason. I don't really know who subscribed to me when they subscribe. It's normally down the line when I go through the YouTube analytics, I guess, or something like that. And a lot of times I'll see it in notifications, but a lot of times I don't. So I want to begin to make this a trend. And to Kareem Muhammad, I don't know if he's in the States or without the States. I have a small audience outside of the USA. I think it's less than 1%. I do want to change that. I do want to do a lot of things to make this message go a lot further than it is. And I've said it before, I'm just trying to be as organic as possible. This is not something I'm doing for any kind of glam, because this is a laboring endeavor in more ways than one, not just the content. The content is easy because it comes from inspiration from within, but I'm just talking in as far as numbers. I care nothing about those, but I am mindful of the difference of 1,000 subscribers and 100,000 is between night and day. It is hard to imagine being able to cater and address every comment and different things like that. So I'm not in a hurry to have to address and reply to 20-30,000 comments, and that's almost impossible to do and get other things done in your life. And I'm sure everybody understands that. So in a big way, when that happens, it happens. That'll be a blessing to be able to reach a bigger audience. And there are ways I can do that now to accelerate that, to which I've been hesitant to do that. I like the way I'm doing it, and until that changes, I'm okay with the way that I'm doing it. And I'm sure the 800 plus subscribers that I have are okay with the way that I'm doing it. I've never gotten any suggestions as to how this channel should grow. So I know everybody likes the way that I'm bringing it, and I appreciate it. I wanted to talk to you guys because I saw Mr. Kareem Muhammad's new subscription to me. It brought a thought to me. I really do want to say this, and I've wanted to say it for a long time. It's not because I've been hesitant to say it. I just have not thought of it when I've had other things pressing on me to make a video about, but I do want to speak on it today. I want to tell you guys something. Being a black man living in a world with a lot of different nationalities, in 2025 in America, we have more diverse ethnicities in the world than in the United States than we've probably ever had. There's so much diversity till the word racism and different things like that play. There's all kind of buzzwords now. It's not just racism, because racism, if you really want to know the truth, it is taking a real backseat in the grand scheme of things. You have new catchwords like police brutality, and just different buzzwords to which, my memory fails me right now, but there are so many things that take make racism, racial profile, and all that takes the back seat. So I guess my bigger point in illustrating this is I want you all to know something. Religion, race, political affiliation, gender, where you grew up at, geographical upbringing, none of that, but all of that pales in comparison to what we all in those categories of gender, race, religion, political affiliation, it pales in comparison to what we share here in common, which is the awareness of narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder abuse. If you go to these platforms and you look at the contributors, commenters, supporters, subscribers, we are from all walks of life. This is the only type of platform that I know of that there are rarely any conflicts, if any. Of all the affiliations of religion, race, genders, geographical locations, political affiliation, there is a melting pot of synonymous parallel. We have the same exact tailor-made experience. Don't you find that phenomenal? That's a phenomenon. But spiritually speaking, it's not. Let's go to the upper room when everyone up in the upper room, this is Bible, you can go check it out, is when they were up in the upper room, worshiping and praying together, crying out to one God. God began to, and these people from different places all over the earth, different tongues they spoke, but it said in that moment they began to all speak in a similar fashion, or matter of fact, it said they spoke in their language, but they were still, everybody was in one accord. They were able to understand one another in that moment, not before that and not after that. We are all speaking the same language here, and I'm happy about that. And I'll tell you something else. A lot of chosen ones, empaths, if not most of all, if we've had racial positions in the past, being awakened from narcissistic personality disorder abuse, rarely do we see or overly emphasize a situation being racial. We see it as being spiritual or demonic, because this overshadows racism. Narcissism overshadows and trumps racism. Narcissism trumps all of this. You got trans that are narcissists. You got blacks that are narcissists. You got whites that are narcissists. You got Muslims that are narcissists. You got Mexican, Germans, Latins, Europeans, Egyptians, Palestinians. And a lot of these countries, just to note, from what I've gathered from a handful of people who are of these ethnicities, they have told me from their own mouths that in their country, narcissism is very, very rampant because it's built on control. They hold these weights over people's shoulders that they are not willing to bear themselves. And we know that that's what a narcissist's MO is. They will institute in you what they're not willing to do themselves. You're the mule that carries the load, and they get all the credit. And the thing is, chosen ones were not looking for the credit. So that's the thing. Not only are they looking for the credit, to which they don't deserve the credit for anything good, that is. They're chasing something that most of us are not even chasing. Because what they're chasing is the notoriety, the admonition, the acknowledgement, the admiration. This is what is at the core of a narcissist's mindset. This is this unquenchable, insatiable quest for more and more and more of the same. Their cup can be running over, and that's still not enough. So, going full circle, I do appreciate Kareem Muhammad for his subscription, and I just wanted to point out, brother, I'm here to tell you, you didn't subscribe to me because I'm a black man or otherwise. You subscribe to me, but not based on religious affiliation or race affiliation, political affiliation. I want to believe you subscribe to me because this thing called narcissism and narcissistic personality disorder, abuse, and awareness, we are on the same page. And there are things that we share mostly in common than we don't. We share more in common than not with being able to identify with what this is. Just thought I'd throw that out there because if you are somewhere now and you do see, and we happen to see such things in this world that seem to be racially motivated. But I really want to get you empaths and chosen ones to think beyond the racism. Okay, case in point here, Robert Brooks just got brutally murdered here in Marcy Correctional, 7-minute drive from my house. And this is nationwide. And these officers have just gotten called to answer to the charges. Most, if not all of them, have been released released on bail, and some on their own reconnaissance, the lighter charges. And so they will go to trial as free men. So this is deeper than racism. Although all of these correctional officers were Caucasian and this individual they beat to death was black, one would readily draw from race. The behavior in which these people demonstrated their hatred and hostility was deeply embedded in narcissistic personality disorder or some type of cluster B. Racism was just a small part of a bigger problem. Narcissism is enemy number one in this world. It's not racism. Adolf Hitler, narcissist. Stalin, narcissist. Saddam Hussein, narcissist. Cuban president Fidel Castro, narcissist. Malignant narcissists, a lot of these people are. Vladimir Putin, narcissist. And I don't really name drop like that, but it is what it is, guys. Power, position, persuasion. Thank you, Muhammad. Bless.